Hey guys, I'm Chris Holt, and before I say anything, let's get right into it. I got a 2010 Chevy Camaro V6, and I have it straight piped. Let's go take a listen. Alright guys, this is going to be a cold start on my straight piped Camaro. Alright, this is idle. Obviously cold start. Catless, cold idle. I don't know how well the idle was picked up, but it's a cold start idle. And I'll do a quick walk around so you can hear it from the front. Mine's a 2010 and it has the 2010 engine tick. Half of them do, half of them don't, I believe. And mine just has it. Don't mind how dirty it is, but quite loud. So I'm about 15 feet away from the car, and I'll rev it up and show you guys how it sounds. Alright, so now that you guys have gotten a little taste of what it sounds like, now the camera won't pick it up really well. It is quite a bit deeper than it sounds, and it's a little bit less raspy. Yes, the exhaust is super raspy. I feel like most V6s will be. But I want to preface that I've been running this exhaust for about 3 years. Now I know you're going to be like, oh, he's Ricer or all that, but I actually generally baby my car, so I drive it quite slowly, and I shift before before it gets raspy. And you're going to be like, well, it's just a V6, how do you shift it? Well, I use the paddle shifters when I drive. So what is my full system? Everything that's going to affect my exhaust sound. So I have, from the front to the back, I have a Vararam intake, which are actually coming harder and harder to find nowadays, but I have a Vararam intake. Everything else stock on the engine except catless 1 7/8" long tube headers that are just beautiful. And then it goes straight back into a factory H pipe where it goes from 2.5-inch exhaust into a 2.25-inch exhaust, into the factory resonators, into a custom muffler delete, into 4.5-inch tips. Now I know you're going to be like, well, it still has some resonators. Isn't that not straight piped? Well, actually, resonators don't affect the flow of exhaust, sort of. It doesn't switch up the way the exhaust goes. A resonator is essentially a straight through muffler, and that's not going to do anything, so it's still going to be a straight piped exhaust. So just like that, now that you guys know my setup, let's go take a look at it. So this is what we got under the engine. A Vararam cold air intake, Ram air style, and we got some aftermarket 1 7/8" long tube headers without cats. Alright, so it is a true straight pipe with 1 7/8" headers right there into just no cats. That might look like a cat, but it isn't, believe me. It's just a piece of straight pipe. Let's see. Sorry about the focus. And then back into that. Then there's an H pipe, which before the H pipe is 2.5-inch piping right there. and then after it is 2 1/4, then comes back into factory resonators. Now these aren't mufflers, they're straight through, I believe, so it is technically still straight piped. Comes back out, and then we made custom, or just normal straight pipes. Did it at a muffler shop, pretty cheap, and then got these 4.5-inch tips here that all in all I think was $200 for the Muffler Delete and the tips. Now I know they're super dirty right now. Got to clean all this up, but that's the straight pipe exhaust that I have on my car. I just wanted to give you guys another idle clip because, I mean, just listen to it. Sounds mean. Hopefully it stays, but we'll see. Doing some exhaust work here in the next few days, and so stay tuned for that as well. So there you have it. That's my exhaust setup. It's quiet when you want it, loud when you want it really loud. Like I said, I've been running this exhaust setup for 3+ years, and with this video I tried to get as many different clips as I could for you guys. Now I don't have a GoPro to suction mount onto the back of the car, but if I were to do that, it's so loud that it would probably blow the camera or the microphone out of it, because it's one of the loudest cars I've ever heard. Like, I think some things that top it would be like a C7 Z06 that was catless long tube headers and straight piped as well. That thing was really loud. But the thing is with this car, it's nice because I tend to keep it, when I'm daily driving it, I shift before 2500 RPM when the rasp starts to come in. And it generally isn't an issue because it's got 300+ horsepower, so keeping up with traffic is not an issue whatsoever. But when you really romp on it, it's loud, obnoxious, and super fun. But if you're just going for a daily driving exhaust setup, this actually wouldn't be too bad for you, as long as you kind of kept it under the 2500 RPM when you're driving, but it actually is kind of nice for me. I got really good gas mileage on this, but stay tuned because I'm going to be changing this exhaust setup within the week. So here in probably a week, I'll have a new video with a whole new exhaust system for the Camaro V6, something that's never been done before, something that should be really exciting. And if you guys want to stay tuned for that content, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 75 plus subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at like just over 50 right now. It'd be really huge if I could get over 75 during my first year in YouTube. That'd be huge. So not only am I doing that here in the next few weeks, I'm going up to pick up a mod that's going to be really crazy. Only a few V6 Camaros are running this mod, and I haven't seen a YouTube video on this car or on this mod. No one's done an install video on this, so I'm going to be doing that here throughout the month of December. But I'm also buying a lot of really cool, really unique parts that's really going to make my Camaro V6 stand out from the rest of the crowd. So if that really sounds interesting to you guys, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. And I also have not only my Camaro, I have a 2002 Subaru WRX. Stick around for more modifications on that as well. And hopefully by the end of the year, I can have a good amount of modification videos for both of those cars. So just like that, stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.